Hey there, welcome to this episode where we are diving into a fascinating topic: why teens push their parents away in public and how to navigate this tricky situation. It's a rite of passage, but it can also be a real head-scratcher for parents. So, let's get into it. First off, let's talk about the emotional reason behind this behavior. As a parent, it's easy to take it personally when your teen suddenly cringes at your presence in public. But here's the thing, it's not about you, it's about them and their desperate need to belong. Adolescence is a highly social phase, and teens feel like they're constantly under scrutiny. In this delicate social landscape, parents can become a source of embarrassment, not because of a lack of love, but because teens are trying to forge their own path and establish their identity. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Teenagers often socially edit their parents, giving instructions on what to wear, what to say, and how to act. It's like they're curating their parents' behavior to fit their social image. And here's a curious detail: this sensitivity is rarely present at home. It's all about managing their public image, which is still fragile at this stage. So, what's really going on here? Well, it's all about identity building. Teens are asking themselves, who am I, separate from my parents, and in the process, they need to distance themselves from what defined them before. It's a healthy psychological process, but it can feel like rejection to parents. Embarrassment arises when teens feel their parents threaten this new, rehearsed version of themselves. But here's the key: it's not personal. It's about autonomy and the need to establish boundaries, even if it's done awkwardly or cruelly. Parents often interpret this distance as an emotional loss, but the bond is often still there. It's a contradiction, but a common one. Now, let's talk about when this embarrassment might signal a deeper issue. If it's persistent and goes beyond social discomfort, it could be a red flag. It might indicate complex family dynamics, excessive control, or unresolved conflicts. In these cases, it's important to listen to what's really going on rather than punishing the teen for their attitude. The weight of social approval during adolescence is immense. The peer group acts as an emotional mirror, and teens constantly need reassurance of their acceptance and belonging. They fear ridicule because they believe they can still control how others see them. It's a powerful stage where their sense of self is still forming. So, what triggers teens the most? Behaviors that invade their social space or infantilize them. Talking about private matters in public, using childhood nicknames, or making jokes about their body can be embarrassing. Teens also feel uncomfortable when they sense their parents are competing for attention in youth-oriented settings. It's a delicate balance, and parents need to be mindful of their teens' social image. Now, let's talk about the emotions behind this behavior. It's not arrogance, but insecurity and self-consciousness. Teens are constantly observing, comparing, and correcting themselves. Any situation that makes them feel exposed can trigger embarrassment. It's a delicate dance, and parents need to navigate it carefully. So, what can parents do? Well, it's all about flexibility and not taking it personally. Understand that your teen asking for less public exposure doesn't mean they love you less. Respect their social boundaries, and don't turn it into a battle. Remember, your teen will remember how you handled this stage, and whether they felt humiliated or supported. In conclusion, this phase is all about identity building and the need for autonomy. It's a delicate balance, but with understanding and flexibility, parents can navigate this tricky terrain without turning it into a battlefield. So, let's support our teens and help them grow into their own unique selves. I hope this gives you a fresh perspective on this common teenage behavior. Until next time, stay curious and keep learning. Parenting #teenagers #emotional intelligence